What is going on YouTube? Royal Bubba here, back with another video. I am here today to bring you a guide for the Titan in Destiny 2. The beta is finally out and boy is it good. We're going to be focusing today on the Sentinel subclass. This is a new one. I really enjoy it. So initially, right out of the gate, the normal barricade. We'll just set up a small barricade, say right here. There's a normal barricade.
This doesn't make sense.
From here, it's good to nice poke around.
Whatever they want, it must
jump too. Get around. You can get around in if you jump. Get around in there too before you land. Another nice thing you can do for shield, you can place it at long ranges. Like some people might not know this. Say you're sprinting towards an area, you can, this is tough because it's a tight area. Say you're sprinting towards someone, you can slide and then pop the shield up as well. And it's really helpful and really convenient, especially if you're going in to try and save a teammate or cover someone. So you can sprint in. Oh, I lied. Okay. You can sprint in. Why did that not go? You can sprint in, slide in, and then pop the shield. Nice and clean coverage. It's extremely helpful if you're trying to revive a teammate. As you can see too, the duration shows on the shield. The webbing seems to get closer towards the middle. As it goes away and decays more, the cracks become more clear. Now we will switch to the other shield, which is a rally barricade. The other one you have to poke more compared to this one, where you can try and head glitch for this, which can be helpful against certain enemies. This is more of your defending. The other nice thing about this one is, say you're low on ammo and you go to pop this shield, you can pop it and then it automatically reloads your weapon for you. So I'm back up to 33. So the prime position to do this would be, say, PvP or PvE. You want to do it with a gun that has more fire rate or a long reload time. So say it'd be super nice for rocket launchers or heavy machine guns. Also nice for auto rifles. So you can run, pop it, and then continue to unload. That is all I have for the shields. The big thing I would say is make sure you can get the most range out of it, so you can increase your mobility, say sprinting at it and then shielding. You get the little slide in, and then feel free to crouch behind it. So when you crouch, you can just click aim and then you pop right up, let go, and you go back down. It's really nice and convenient. And then grenades. So grenades for PvE, the big grenade you want is the magnetic grenade, I believe. Yeah, you want the magnetic grenade, because most enemies tend to not move around a lot. So when they are moving around, you can hit them, chuck the grenade, and you'll get the main explosion, it'll stick, and then you get that second explosion, which is very, very helpful. Double the damage. Very good against bosses too. Other than that, enemies in PvE, not so much. It seems to not do as much damage. The only thing that does stink is the second explosion does not move. So say you stick the first enemy, they will move and carry the grenade, and it'll blow up the first time. And then wherever it blows up, that's where the second explosion will be. The other grenades we have, this one is pretty good for PvP and PvE, both of them. It's more of a zoning grenade than anything else. So you kind of just chuck it and then it'll create the wall of fire and it'll help zone off enemies, or if someone's low, it'll do continuous damage. Other than that, this isn't my ideal choice for the grenade for the Titan, but it's not a bad option to say the least. We'll show it right here. Chuck it and then it'll create a wall. Granted, people can shoot through it. Not many mobile enemies in the game, so Not many of them are dumb enough to run through it. I know Cabal and other enemies will leap or teleport through it or to the other side if need be. So it kind of doesn't have the best use. Blast grenade. This grenade, suppressor grenade, has the potential to be the best, possibly the best grenade in the game. Not necessarily for PvE, but definitely for PvE. It's all about timing. It definitely has the potential there, but we do not see it. It's going to take a lot of skill to see it in use most of the time. Alright, so here is the last grenade, binding grenade in effect. You will chuck it, and it'll disable abilities. Damage-wise, it's nothing crazy, but the passive effect it has itself, or minor ability to deny enemy abilities, is extremely helpful. PvE, it's super good for the new control mode. Because warlocks tend to go to point, and then if they're defending or attacking that point, they have the extra damage boost. So if you hit that, you can stun all enemies, and then that ability goes away, so it's useless and negated. Alright, now in this mission, if you melee enemies, you get your overshield. Another passive to that is you get your allies get shields as well. You can see in the left there, defensive strike, very helpful. Right there, kill an enemy with this melee ability and create an overshield around you and your nearby allies. Melee kills restore health to you and your nearby allies. Your overshield from defensive strike lasts longer and increases melee damage and reload speed. So after you get a melee kill, you're really going to help boost you and your allies with extra health, movement speed, and shield. And then from there, keep on the aggressive. You have the shield, your friends have the health, and then you have extra movement speed and reload speed, which is extremely nice.
We should really grab a
This is a Titan exotic you get in the beta, sweet business. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. Others might be. Not a big fan of this weapon currently. It really slows down your movement speed, which I'm not a fan of. I enjoy quick movement speed. Granted, I play a Titan, not a Hunter. And I feel it just doesn't do some of the damage that other guns do effectively. The recoil is also very large on this weapon. Here's a peek at it for you guys. Granted, this weapon can go in hand very well with the small shield and the automatic reload from the shield coverage. This weapon is extremely beneficial. As you can see there, the double explosion is extremely helpful. The melee does really well too. You have the 20-second cooldown, or 20-second active on the defensive strike. So you can shoot, start the reload, melee, and then by the time that's done, you'll have your gun reloaded, which is very nice. That's a good combo to do. Bread and butter. Alright, here I'll show off a little bit of the super. Okay, so here with the super, if you hold F, it will create the bubble from Destiny 1, which is very nice. The bubble is very effective, and it's very good. Oh, whoops. I'm assuming they'll have more guns or abilities in this one that help the bubble even more, like they did with, I don't remember the helmet's name. The helmet from the first one that would confuse the enemies when they enter the bubble. Alright, I got super now, which is very helpful. Okay, so if we do F, we become Captain America. The shield is very strong. It really increases your momentum flying through the air. now here, good use of the shield. Granted, he throws one up. Gives me some orbs. Not fully there, but pretty good. Alright. Now here for super. You do take reduced damage, especially in this mode, and it's just, the shield is just so strong. It's ridiculously strong. It's a bunch of mobile Titan strikers, in all honesty. It one-shots anyone who doesn't have a shield in PvE, and the mobility is ridiculous. This is one of the most underrated things in this game, and I believe that it is overpowered right now. I thoroughly believe that this Titan shield is overpowered because of the ability and flexibility that it has. You are able to not only throw up bubble whenever you want, but you are also able to go on the attack with multiple mobile strikers. And I believe Titan will see a resurgence in this game with their subclass. Last Destiny, I felt as if Warlocks were very mandatory because of their res, and I feel that Titans are going to be that way in this game now. Because of their damage output with their shield, as well as the ability to throw out bubble when needed. So in raids and strikes, it'll be extremely helpful. Alright, this is right here is where I'm going to show you why the Titan shield is extremely busted in PvP and PvE. Imagine these are PvE enemies. They're all dead. 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 Defend. And you're dead. Nearly. Now you're dead. The Titan shield has so much coverage and damage that it's gonna be a necessity for at least 2 members of your raid party. Well guys, that wraps it up for this guide. I will be back with more videos on Destiny, whether it be guides or whatnot, when the full game releases. Hopefully you can get some Crucible highlights while we still have the beta, or strike highlights. But yeah, other than that, this is Royal Bubba, and catch you guys next time.